Hey there, Capricorn. Thank you for joining me, and welcome to your reading for the week of October 12th. You have a great week this week for sure. I think things are definitely going to be getting better for Capricorn. I will say that Capricorn, things really get better for you like after the end of November. I did a little bit of meditation on Capricorn specifically the other day because I know Capricorn's been definitely having, a struggle of a time. And definitely feels like after November, things get really good. Things really clear up. But I think things are getting better now. I think even if you just look at little things in your life, you can see how things are improving and getting better. Even if it's on a very small level, they are getting better for sure. You have the Two of Diamonds coming up first, which is a great card. This is you matching up perfectly with a job or a business partner or a partner in your job as well. So if you're getting a new job or you have a job even, and you'll just feel very connected to it this week, and that's a very positive thing because that'll get you moving forward. If you meet somebody who could be a potential business partner this week, they would be incredibly positive for your business, very good, and they will really get you going and far ahead. This is one of the best business partner cards that you can possibly get. It is the best. So it really, represents that you will be really moving forward in your business if you are a business owner or thinking about starting a business or anything like that. Next, you have the Three of Diamonds, which is needing to choose. This is a challenging card. I'm not going to lie and say that this isn't a challenging card. It represents the challenges that Capricorn has been through. There's no doubt about it, and it's a very challenging card, but what it leads to is so much more. I've been telling Capricorn that, a little while ago, I had my chart read by an astrologer for the first time, and I have Capricorn in like 4 of my planets, so I'm dominated by Capricorn, and he said, Capricorn was considered, like, back in the 50s when they started this whole astrology thing. Well, they started long before then, but when, there was a lot more going on with astrology, they viewed Capricorn as a very negative sign, to be, because it is such a challenge. But when they studied it further, and what we know now today, is that a lot of Capricorns become extremely, extremely successful at everything that they do, and it's a direct result of all those challenges. So, embrace those challenges. That's what this card says. People who embrace the challenge and bust through it become extremely successful with this card. But like I said, it is a card of having experienced a lot of challenges. I think, like I said, those things are clearing up for a lot of you Capricorns starting now, but definitely after November, forget about it. Things get way, way better, way more improved. But like I said, that's this card. This card really, it's a challenge because it really asks you to do things that line up with your truth and what you believe and what you want to do. Frequently, when this card comes up, you'll constantly be presented with choices, and you'll have like one choice. So say you get a job, and it's like you'll get a job offer. One pays really well, but you might have to do some things you're not comfortable with, and then the other one pays lower, but you'd be more comfortable with that job. And it's a constant challenge because you constantly have to choose between the two, and it's constantly like the lower paying job wouldn't pay you enough. So it's like, if I got that job, I'd have to make some sacrifices, but if I took this job, I could live very comfortably, but I'm not comfortable with it. And this card, it brings in those types of universal challenges. And the right answer is to go with, of course, would be the lower paying job. And that might be a crazy answer, but in the long run, that job would make you happier. You'd end up making more. And on top of all that, if you picked the wrong job that paid you more that you were unhappy with, you'd probably leave in the first place. So, it's all about making those decisions that are true for you. And having said that, it's like you are going to be deciding this week on something, and you're going to be deciding to let it go. It's like you're letting something go this week. It might even just be just a belief you hold. It could be that simple or something along those lines, and you're really making some decisions, which is good. This is the Ten of Spades, which is good. It is a good card because it represents that letting something go. Sometimes it can be a little difficult as well because it can just rip it away from us. Like, the whatever we're letting go of could just be ripped away. And it might seem a little bit negative, but we always end up in a better position with this card. And we always see, like, a while down the road, we're like, oh, I'm glad that situation left, because if it didn't, this and this would have happened, whatever it may be. This can be relationships. It can be almost anything with this card. And to follow up that message, you have the Ten of Diamonds, which represents coming out of a difficult period of time and entering into a much more prosperous, better time. This is a very heavy business card. However, it can bring other things into your life, just positivity in general, like you feeling better just about life and things in general. It can even bring in new relationships, love relationships. Even though it's not a love card, it can still bring those sorts of things into your life. I will say that if it is a love relationship or something along those lines, usually it's tied to business or your job. So it's usually somebody like you met at your job, or somebody that you know through your job or business or whatever it may be. But all in all, you have a great week. I think it's a big change week for you, so you might feel just a little bit uncomfortable this week, but I think by the end of the week, you'll see how all this positive stuff comes together, and you'll be feeling really good.